It's been probably a month or longer since I've done any mods for this thing. I think it's time to change things up a little bit. So let's talk about it. It's no surprise that I've been really enjoying this bike. Oh no, I forgot to latch my helmet on. Hold on, let me do that. Alright, helmet safely secured. Now let's get back to the point. So I have a 21-inch wheel in the front, 18-inch wheel in the back. And usually Supermoto setups are 16, 17-inch wheels. Now, I kind of want to turn this bike into a sort of semi-Supermoto type of build. I'm going to leave the 18 in the back and try to get an 18 for the front. This way, the wheels will be the same size. It won't be quite as small as a Supermoto setup, and I won't be able to run like true street tires, like sports bike tires, like actual Supermotos run. But I'll kind of have the like look and feel, and I'll be able to turn in a lot quicker. Right now, what's kind of holding me back with this bike, I don't want to say holding me back, but just something that I've noticed prevents me from feeling a little bit more confident in turns, is that the front wheel is so big, so it takes a little bit more effort for me to turn in, which can give the feeling of almost like running wide a little bit, even though you're not. It takes a little bit more effort to turn in a bike like this, and I really want to start getting used to how sports bikes and naked bikes turn in, because I think that's the next step in my bike hobbyism, or whatever you want to call it. My bike life is getting a naked bike or a sports bike, but I don't want to do that till next year or maybe the year after. I really want to make sure I learn as much as I possibly can on this type of bike. It just sucks that it's not a little bit wider in the front, so I can't put a wider wheel. I could potentially upgrade the forks to some Honda forks, have a whole new Honda front end. I believe they fit, and then I'll be able to use way wider tires and way wider wheels. But then I'm spending so much money. At that point I'll be spending more money on mods than I actually paid for the bike, which is not that difficult because this bike is so cheap on Amazon. So keep that in mind when you're modding this thing. It's easy to get carried away. And if you are thinking about a Supermoto, there is, I believe it's called the Raven 250 or something like that, but there's a Supermoto version of the Hawk 250 out there. It's called something else, but if you check all those like random websites that sell the Hawk, like Orion Sports and stuff like that, they should have it on there. So maybe I'd be able to order one of the front wheels for those and maybe just throw it on mine without doing too much. I know it's a possibility that I could reuse the hub on my front wheel and then just buy a new rim that's 18 inches and buy spokes that would fit, and then just lace it up myself and everything would be fine. It should like automatically be compatible at that point, but we'll see. I think I might end up doing that because of thank you, because of the speedometer. Dropped into neutral because I want to keep the speedometer intact. I don't know if I upgraded forks or to a different hub for my wheel, if I'd still be able to use the speedometer the way I do. Although I could probably change it to do one of those magnetic ones. I don't know, I have so many ideas and I have so many different hobbies. I can't be the only type of person, or the only person in my community that is such a hobby slut. It is actually insane. In the last 6 months alone, I've got into, or let's say 9 months, I've got into sim racing, e-biking, mountain biking, motorcycling. I was doing music production before that. Obviously, I've always been a YouTuber, Twitch streamer. And that's just like in the last year alone. I'm constantly finding new hobbies. And sometimes I don't like them, sometimes I do like them, but I always give them like a fair shot, which ends up spending a lot of money. I'm very happy that I got into both motorcycling and mountain biking, because it feels like something that kind of goes hand in hand with each other, and I could do them for pretty much the rest of my life. That's been another thing, because I did a lot of skateboarding when I was younger. Basketball, played basketball like all the time, and those two things, skateboarding and basketball, will claim your ankles faster than any two activities in the world. So my ankles were pretty bad, and I had to make a decision of whether it was worth it for me to continue to skate or continue to play basketball. Obviously, I stopped playing basketball as much naturally when I left high school, but at one point I was playing like every day, every other day, and it was not great for my body. I wasn't the greatest basketball player in the world, you know, and I was never in peak athletic shape when I was playing a lot. So basically every day I was icing my ankles, my feet. Still to this day, if I walk up the stairs too quickly and my foot like hangs in a weird position, oh, it hurts so much. It's like the feeling you get when you're pressing down on your foot and then coming up from it immediately. Oh, just thinking about it. Oh, this is cool. Should be a super colorful ride. All these leaves. So you guys may have seen my community post. It was a link to my newest YouTube video on my second channel, which is Extra Boaty. Link in the description, and that's where I'm posting my mountain bike videos. So if you guys are interested in mountain biking at all, and that's the type of thing you want to see as well, then head over there and give me a sub and let me know what you think about the videos. I might bring over those videos to the main channel every now and then if we have like really good content. Like I'm gonna be going to the bike park again, so I might make a really good video out of that, post it on the main channel. But otherwise, if you want to see more Boaty, go to Extra Boaty, and also follow the Twitch channel, because winter is coming and I'm gonna start streaming consistently again, because I won't be able to mountain bike or ride my motorcycle as much. So we're gonna fill in the content gaps with a lot of Twitch streaming, so follow the Twitch stream. Still gonna be making moto vlogs. The goal is 3 videos a week, maybe more. But just in general, I won't be riding as much. Everything will be the same for you guys, but I won't be doing hour-long, 3-hour-long rides like I was doing in the summer, where I would just hop on the bike and explore. But honestly, there has never been a more beautiful time to ride than right now. I've only been riding for like 4 or 5 months, so I have not really experienced the fall on a motorcycle, but man, it feels a lot more special. I don't know what it is, but I have become so much more appreciative of the landscape around me and how it looks ever since riding a motorcycle, which is odd because I'm more focused on riding the motorcycle than I am on the landscape around me, than compared to when I'm in a car and I'm like not nearly as focused. But there's something grounding, if that makes sense, to being on a bike. Even more so on the mountain bike. Yesterday when I was going through the woods and it was red colors, green, yellow, pink, purple, orange, just popping at me from every direction. I'm on this tight single track, leaves hitting my arms, wind hitting my face, sweat pouring down, pumping away at the pedals, clapping the downhills. Woo! Just feel alive. Just alive, which I imagine is what people feel like when they're racing motorcycles or on the dirt track, or, you know, dragging knee down the tail of the dragon, which I'm never gonna do, but I'd love to hit a track day. Once I get a bike worthy of the track, we are definitely going to be doing track days. I just don't want to hop in too quickly and then get over my head. And you know, I have a pretty good ability of getting good at things rather quickly, but it's very destructive when I do. So like when I went to the bike park, my first time ever mountain biking, I decided to go to a ski lift access bike park where they have massive jumps, and even the easiest trails are harder than any trails we have locally. And I decided that that was a good way to learn how to mountain bike. So I flipped over my handlebars and hurt my wrist on my first time down. Now, I went down a couple more times and I did learn a lot that day. But was that smart? No, absolutely not. But I did progress rather quickly. So next time, when I bought my own bike and I hit the local trails, I really wasn't scared of them. Even though there was a lot that could have went wrong, I've had that boost of confidence from my first time going. I had already fell. I already had a miserable time in the rain. I already did super steep downhills that I wasn't going to run into around here. So I knew it wasn't going to be that bad. You know, I got the shitty stuff out of the way first. Are those bikes free? I'm coming back to get that. Excuse me? Alright, we're gonna turn around over here. I'm gonna go look at those bikes. And then I'm probably gonna buy it. Or not buy it, just grab it. Not on this motorcycle, but put my bike rack back in the car, come back down here and get it. Where are the bikes? Oh, I'm definitely grabbing one of these. Pinnacle KHS. Oh, those actually look nice. Yeah, I'm definitely grabbing one of those. Alright, y'all. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.